Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing requests for evidence, that's RFEs. We're specifically discussing this in the context of a pending IR-1 or CR-1 visa petition. That's a petition to assist a spouse in immigrating from abroad into the United States. And we're specifically discussing requests for evidence, also known as RFEs. So for those of you who are first of all unaware of the difference between a CR-1 and an IR-1 visa, very quickly, they're essentially the same process, but the person, or I should say the couple who is married 2 years or more at the time of the foreign spouse's entry, or I should say official admission in immigrant status to the United States, if they're married for more than 2 years at the time of that entry, that spouse will be admitted as an IR-1 visa holder, and that means they are an unconditional lawful permanent resident of the United States, as opposed to those who are admitted to the United States in CR-1 status or conditional resident status to the United States if they are admitted prior to the 2-year anniversary of their marriage at the time of lawful admission in immigrant status. So there's the difference there. What is an RFE? Well, as the name suggests, we're discussing a request for evidence made by USCIS, the U.S. immigration apparatus in the United States, and we're talking about basically situations wherein the adjudicator of an immigrant visa petition wants to see further evidence in order to make a final decision with respect to whether or not to approve a petition for that immigrant spouse. And we're discussing this specifically in the context of coronavirus and COVID-19 and how that's having an impact on the case. Most notably, it seems to be delaying certain aspects of the case, and USCIS has responded with a recent announcement. Quoting directly, USCIS announces flexibility for requests for evidence, notices of intent to deny, and this is from uscis.gov. Quoting directly, in response to the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services announced that it is adopting a measure to assist applicants and petitioners who are responding to requests for evidence and notices of intent to deny dated between March 1 and May 1, 2020. For applicants and petitioners who receive an RFE or an OID dated between March 1 and May 1, 2020, any responses submitted within 60 calendar days after the response deadline set forth in the RFE or an OID will be considered by USCIS before any action is taken. USCIS is adopting several measures to protect our workforce and community and to minimize the immigration consequences for those seeking immigration benefits during this time. So, the thing to take away from this video, if you're issued an RFE for an immigrant spouse visa petition between March 1 and May 1 of 2020, you are going to essentially be granted a 60-day extension to respond as a practical matter from my reading of this announcement. So, you'll have an additional 60 days on top of whatever the deadline was that was stipulated in the request for evidence itself. So again, I think it's laudable that USCIS has taken into account that COVID-19 can have a detrimental impact on folks who are trying to process an immigrant spouse visa petition. It's possible that this COVID-19 situation may continue out further past the current lockdown that we're currently dealing with. And if that is the case, we will make further videos on this channel to update folks accordingly.